everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Magicite. I'm just checking something. Is it super loud? The clicks seem loud to me, but I can always lower that. I sincerely cannot believe that we have not unlocked the Dwelf after 2 consecutive victories here. Now my Twitter feed is 2 things. It's people telling me, why did you pick up that special item in the Binding of Isaac before you finish the floors? You wait till the very end. And then the other thing, which is 80% of tweets that I get right now, is just screenshots of people unlocking this motherfucker. So we did unlock the Remnant. Is this our magical attempt? HP -1, magic +4. Shit, like, I guess we're gonna do a magical run? It's in a way a little bit of a challenge run. I almost feel like, and this is way too cocky for me to say right now. Did I unlock any other hats that time? I can't remember. But do we have any magical hats? Let's put it this way. After creating any magic staff in a playthrough, we could unlock the Magician's hat. Gathering 10 plants? How do I not have that already? Maybe you need roots for that. Ice Queen. Swamp biome. I should really have that Tiki Mask. Choosing only mage skills. Oh, we can totally do that. I'm just trying to think of some other stuff that we can unlock here. Unlocked by using a cheat code. Press the L key in the game. Well, you know what? Let's use the Batwing. I know it's reliable, and we'll obviously get Potion Brewer because that seems really useful if we're going to be creating magical abilities. And Intelligent, +2 magic. Sure, why not? Alright, so we have begun. Volume sounds fine to me. We start with a Bone Blade, which is more or less meaningless to me. Let's press the L key in game, shall we? There we go. Oh, enter cheat code. I don't know the cheat code. I'll figure that out at some point. I'm sure someone will tell me. So I know how to create staffs. Or, you know, well, what is this? It's a rod? It's a bolt staff, yeah. Bolt rod, I should say. But in order to do it consistently, we are going to need a butterfly net. So we can get like a fire, an ice, and a lightning rod. And all that other stuff. Now, the good news is we should be able to kill this ding-dong right here. Whoa, oh, that's how this works. Okay. Good to know. It does cost us 1 mana to do it every time. And I've heard that magic is actually a little bit overpowered in the current version of the game. Now, what we'll do to compensate for that is just be bad. Well, we got an HP potion there. Yeah, like, what we'll do to compensate for magic maybe being overpowered is just not fully understand how to use it. And also, only having 2 HP sucks. I'm trying to get string right now because we can use that string to create a butterfly net. Anyway, 1 second. Get that up there. I know I'm low on HP. That scares me. 1 more hit could kill us, of course. I really don't want to mess with that beehive yet. Break this open. What I'm trying to say is that, you know, I want to do a magic run kind of sight unseen in some ways. I guess I'm creating a sword here. Sight unseen in some ways to make it kind of like a challenge, because I feel like if I just keep going dex heavy builds, I'm gonna win a lot, and that's not me trying to be cocky. That's more me just like looking at the game and seeing that Magicite is a game kind of about patterns, and if you figure out that pattern, well, we need another blade. Sorry, I'm a little out of practice here. That pattern for us has been just, you know, get better equipment and then get a bow and get as many iron arrows as possible and then spam them on the boss, and it worked totally fine. But I can see that being way too repeatable and causing us to maybe lose a little bit of our enjoyment for the game, both as a watcher and as a player. And that's not me trying to say the game is bad, just that if I play it exactly the same way every time, I think it might get boring a little faster than it otherwise would. So, I don't really want to heal up here, but I also kind of want to, if you know what I mean. Man, we're getting a lot of HP potions off the bat, which is great, but, so I'm going to try to actively make things a little harder on myself. So keep that in mind if you're going to leave some angry comments like, Northernlion, you don't know how to play as a magic character, blah, 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 this is what you should be doing. Well, that's maybe a good thing. I want to figure out some of it for myself so that I can actually, you know, challenge myself. And one thing I'd really like to see, and I know this sounds super cocky, considering that I've beaten Magicite once, right? Then that's it. One thing I would like to see, though, is a harder difficulty setting, because I want to keep playing on this, like, you know, dex-heavy build that's worked out well for me. I'm comfortable doing that. But at the same time, I think it'll just get too boring because it's so repeatable. In something like Isaac, it's a little different because you have to rely on items to carry you to a certain extent, right? Whereas in Magicite, there's not really a huge variance in items from run to run. Like, you pretty much get the same items every single time. You know, you start with wood gear, and then you upgrade to stone gear, and then you go ironite gear, then you go gold gear. Occasionally, you'll find, like, a Zweihander or something like that, and I could have easily died there. Yeah, occasionally you'll find a Zweihander or something like that, and, you know, that can make a difference early on. I can't believe that didn't work out. I'm going to use another one here. And that can work out well for you early on, but, you know, by the end of my runs, I was basically throwing away Zweihanders and being like, this isn't the way I want to do this. I think that was the right play because we ended up winning. So we were only going to take mage skills. What's this one? Teleport left or right based on your cursor location. Honestly, that seems like I'll probably end up getting myself hurt using that. But I'm glad to have it, I guess. What are you doing? Ah, I should not have been hit there. We have multiple herbs. We do. Potion Brewer is working out very well for us. I'm trying to make mana potions as well. I mean, Potion Brewer effectively should be nearly twice as useful now, right? Because we actually, you know, we have 2 kinds of potions to make. So we can make a butterfly net now, which seems super useful. Kind of need more of a quick bar here. Seems super useful so we can create other kinds of magics. I mean, well, there's another spider web. You know, the thunder rod seems okay, but also kind of annoying. Is this the end of the level? It is. So we'll chop some stuff for us. The other way to make things more difficult on ourselves would be to like actively choose more difficult biomes. I don't know. Maybe we take the potion out of our quick bar. Seems super risky though. Yeah, it would be to actively like choose more difficult biomes for ourselves, but I don't know. That seems like that's artificial difficulty. Anyway, I've said my piece on it. I would love to see, if you're watching this, Sean, developer of Magicite, let me know on Twitter or something if there's plans for a harder version of the game. That's not like a threat, like, you know, make a hard mode or I'm gonna stop playing it. Not that you should feel threatened, even if that was what I'm saying, which it's not. But anyway, yeah, it's not me saying that at all. It's more like, I would love to see a hard mode. We might as well eat some meat, unfortunately. We don't have any coal, so might as well just chop it up all now. Alright, so we should be making magic gear this time if we're gonna have fun that way, which means, well, we should keep our bone blade and use that to make a bone pick. I should have done that earlier, but so be it. Not a huge problem. It does put us a little bit behind the 8-ball relative to where we would have been otherwise, but it's okay. What do we not have? We don't have an axe in our slot here. You know what? We use the axe so rarely compared to everything else that I think it's actually totally okay. We're gonna sell leather because we're gonna use cloth instead. I think it's totally okay to just have the axe be in our inventory as opposed to in our quick bar. You may disagree. I don't think we'll be chopping too much wood on this run, except to make tools. So we went with the stone sword. Apart from that, you know, we can make a wooden axe quickly. Or we could just buy one for 60. I'd rather make a wooden axe. For almost all other tier of materials, I would rather make, I would rather buy it. But, you know, for wood, I think 60 gold is worth way more than a wood axe. But, you know, 100 gold is worth more than using our own stone. But whatever, we're not going to be chopping down too many trees because we're not going to be making too many arrows on this run. In all likelihood, at least. Alright, so what's our focus on this run? Or on this, you know, level? Still, you know, as much as possible, we want to be able to give ourselves levels, of course, which we did just pick up some of, which is great. But we also want cloth, and cloth predominantly comes from bees, if I remember correctly. So that'll allow us to make a plus magical gear. I think we have, what am I trying to say here? Oh, this is bad. Oh, we did it. Okay, probably another level there. Ah, close. I think we picked up some cloth there? No, we didn't. Okay. We should also try to get as many bugs as possible. That should be pretty obvious at this point. And herbs, of course, like, that's the other reason you always go to the forest whenever possible, is to be able to make as many potions as you possibly can. And truth be told, we're doing fine on HP right now. Alright, so that's another thunder bug. I don't think you can combine bugs. Like, if there's any way to make higher level magical spells than, like, first level staffs, I honestly don't know them. So, that sucks, but also that's the way I understand it. So we'll, you know, rely on physical attacks to some extent, but as our magic skill improves and as we make magical gear, it should become more viable. Plenty of thunder bugs, and we'll try to get like one of each element, of course. And of course we want ironite as well. You know, a lot of it is, at least keep in mind this is coming from a layperson when it comes to the magical side of things here. We don't need monster hides. We don't really need a stone blade, even though we can make a free axe out of it. You definitely don't need planks. Shit, man, give me the stone blade, actually. Has it all disappeared? No? Alright, there's our stone blade. We can at least make a stone axe out of that. We don't need bone, but that's not what I was trying to get rid of. Here, you go there. Inventory management's been a little bit more of a struggle for me, I'd say, because I am keeping a lot of bugs in my inventory. But that won't last forever. Once we get tapped out of those, well, then it's done forever, isn't it? Oh, I forgot that you can turn around. Let's kill these pigs. This should work. We regen mana, I think, which is why I'm not too concerned about using it right now. Some more ironites. But yeah, keep in mind that for everything I'm saying here, I am, you know, a complete layperson. Come on. When it comes to actually using magic in Magicite, so everything I say might be 100% fucking wrong. I don't think it is, but it could be. And if I'm making mistakes, well, you know, that's good, maybe, so we can have a chance to learn. I want these herbs. You know what, I'd rather have the bone than the spider web. Yeah, that's fine. Gotta be getting pretty close to the end of the level. I don't think we have enough to make ironite gear. Of course we'll go with an ironite pick first off. I'm assuming, by the way, that the way that magic works in the game is basically that, you know, the first level, first tier, I should say, magical stick, is like the best that it gets. And, oh man. Well, we only have one coal. Our hunger's been kind of an issue. But yeah, I'm assuming that you only get, like, one level of magical stuff. Like, there's no, like, greater magical staff or something like that. And if there is, I'm making some terrible mistakes here. But, if that is indeed the case, then I would love to see a little bit greater depth to the magical side of the game as well. But it's probably a little too early for me to say that. Come on, give me some cloth here. Delicious bee pelts, please. There we go. Actually did gain some. And we'll crack this bad boy open. We can use the bone, if for nothing else, for leather. Not for leather, for cloth, like reinforced kind of cloth. Doing a decent amount of damage with our sword for now, so we'll keep rolling with that. We do have 2 coal, so I'm trying to pick up as much raw meat as possible. We got a pelt in there. What else was that? Spiderweb, I think. Alright, so we're at the end of the level. Let's chop this up. I know we're low on HP. Well, not low on HP. We're good on HP. We're low on our hunger. But that's fine for now. We can go down to 1, and that doesn't really bother me. Might as well pick up as much wood as possible. I'm not sure how much we're going to be able to sell, but this is okay. So hopefully this will help us unlock some stuff. I mean, a few people have raised the possibility that the reason we can't unlock the Dwelf is because maybe when it says 20% chance to unlock after you pick up your first skill in the game, it actually is a 0% chance after you get your second skill. Like, the only lottery tickets you buy for that Dwelf lottery are if you don't go any further than getting your first skill. In which case, I think that's real silly. But I also might just be the victim of, you know, probability not necessarily working out in my favor. So we want to sell, there's not really much we want to sell here, honestly. I'm just looking at this, like, what do we put down on the ground? Okay. Magic requires a little bit more of a focus on inventory management from what I can tell. So there, I'm just making sure I pick up everything again. We still have more stuff that we can combine. Do we have anything that we want to sell? Like, not really, honestly. Yeah, well, we can do this. So we can turn all of our, we can get rid of our fire starter and create 1 inventory space. It's like going back to the first episodes. Remember those glorious first episodes where I didn't know how to manage my inventory at all? We're back, and that's exciting. Alright, so now we have cooked meat, and thankfully 1 extra inventory space. But we don't really want to combine too much stuff here. We want to combine the mushrooms. That made a lesser mana potion, and honestly, I'm going to sell it, because we need inventory space. I'm going to sell half of this. I'm going to sell half of this. We have to combine our herbs, you're not wrong. I think we can sell lightning bugs, because we already have full lightning bugs. Well, not full lightning bugs, but we have a lightning stick already. Ice Gem 1. How do you get higher level ice gems? That's what I'm concerned about. Anyway, there we go. We have a something we can put up there. Frost Shard. Lightning seems to be working pretty well for me. Maybe we'll save Frost Shard for a little while. Okay, what else do we want? We can sell a few more of those. We can upgrade... Oh, we don't need to upgrade anything to stone level. We can make 4 ironite, which would allow us to make an iron pick. So let's do that. I apologize if this is taking me a little bit longer, but hopefully you can understand the reasoning behind it. This is unfamiliar for me. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That comes down here then. Oh, we need 4 actually, which is still doable. No, you know what? We only need 2. I'm an idiot. What can we do with 3? Pretty much nothing at all except leave 1 in our inventory, which I'm gonna have to do. But yeah, we'll combine this with this. Well, we can make 2 iron tools. We can make an iron sword. So there we go. There's our blade. We'll make a pick as well. Like this. Man, this inventory management. Again, I understand that it's not the game. It's probably me making some inventory mistakes here, but still, it's causing me some issues. So we are going to make 1 more ironite bar. That's mostly just to simplify things because I'm an idiot and made a little bit too much. And that'll allow us to make an iron sword like so. And then like that. Okay. So now we can sell our stone sword. And hopefully we get enough bee leather to make some magical gear on the next level. So what do we want here? We wanted our bone pick. Yeah, this is, well, I'd like our net up here, honestly, too. This is tight from an inventory standpoint. We've only got 2 open spaces. Well, maybe we sell bone, and we just choose to make either, like, stone or bone leather. And I'd rather make stone, or stone, that's not leather, sorry, it's cloth. I'd rather make stone cloth for now, I guess. Yeah, that seems to make sense. All right, sorry, bone. See you later. And that gives us 3 spaces, at least. Anyway, we're gonna roll with it, because that's what we do. We'll see how this works out for us in the future here. Okay, be careful now. Don't get too big for your britches. I wish we had kind of like a projectile attack. Like, that's what bothers me about the lightning, is that it's not projectile. So maybe we will very quickly try to switch this for this and see if our ice bolt... Oh, that seems awesome. Is this gonna cause us some problems against... Can it... Oh, it doesn't break the grass for us like I was hoping it would. But, you know, it does seem pretty useful. Maybe not for taking out bosses. It's not doing very much damage on that front, but we can cast it a lot. I'm just being very cautious here because I'm getting backed into a corner slowly. Oh, that could have hurt. Okay, I mean, let me put it this way. Given that it seems like our mana regens pretty quickly, this Frost Shard ability seems super freaking OP. I'm extremely happy to have it. Ooh, careful. I mean, by no other right should we be able to tackle this boss this early, basically. Oh, careful. We need to heal up quickly because 1 more hit will kill us. This is probably costing me a lot, honestly, to keep doing this. But so be it. Costing me a lot, I mean like opportunity cost because we can't go anywhere else. But we did pick up a level. We got some magical skills. What is this one? Levitate. A lot of people in the like earlier episode told me Levitate is really shitty. I like it, man. You know, there's no accounting for taste. Maybe I'm objectively wrong, but I've found good uses for Levitate in the past. I really think that Frost Shard seems amazing though. So there's some more bee leather for us. We definitely want to get rid of bone here. And we pick up HP potions instead, which we should combine, honestly, like this, and then like this, and that's good. Okay, slime's back. I didn't need to pick up those, but we will. And we're leveling up pretty nicely. Levitate seems very useful, along with, you know, a projectile, if we can actually ever get one. And I'm starting to dig this magic. And, you know, if we win on a magic run, on our first magic run especially, we'll probably go to like an almost melee exclusive run next. Just because, you know, it seems like ranged combat has a huge advantage in Magicite, so we can make things more difficult on ourselves. But I really hope that, I mean, here's the other thing, and I mentioned this earlier, but, you know, I can choose which biomes to go to. That's what I wanted, actually, the firebug. I can choose which biomes to go to, but it seems like antithetical to choose the more difficult ones when I really want to choose the easier ones. I would love to be forced into a higher difficulty mode. Maybe like, you know, at least once before, or at least once every run, they don't give you a choice and you have to go to the dungeon level. Like, that would be an interesting change in difficulty. Oh no. Okay, and I said all that, and then nearly died. So keep that in mind. No matter what I say, I'm full of shit, okay? That's the most important thing to keep in mind whenever you watch me do anything. We don't need our butterfly net anymore, I think. You might be able to still get bugs, but I honestly, like, I don't know how you can create gems higher than gem level 1. I can look it up, man. You know what? If this goes to a part 2, I can always look that up in the interim period. And that will be, we don't need leather. Thank you. That can be something that will, you know, hopefully mitigate some of the offense that I will inevitably give people by not understanding the mechanics of magic, despite this being my first try using it. It seems like a lot of the skills that worked, you know, consistently in Magicite before also carry over to, you know, a magical focused run. It's working out all right for us so far. I'm really digging this frost attack. It's like really freaking useful. Thank you for falling. And there we go. Yeah, boars are not much of an issue anymore. We're gonna hit our 3rd skill very, very soon. There's a little bit of gold, which we can get. Can't pick it up. We don't need leather. We don't need, oh snap. We don't need bone. Yeah, there we go. We want to keep gold. Oh, there we go. And we're going back to the forest. I know it bugs some people. Forest is best for us. We want to stack up as many potions as we possibly can. What are we selling? Possibly nothing. Well, we need to craft firebugs. So, we'll put this on the ground quickly. This, plus this. There we go. Now we have a fire stick. We want coal back. We can consolidate our inventory somewhat. First things first, let's go to our cloth worker. It's probably not the proper phrasing there. There you are. And you're going to make some of this. Wait a minute. Sorry, I have to, again, try this a different way. You know what? We probably don't need our net anymore. We can always make another one a little bit later. Combine cloth. Now, can we combine that with iron? Yeah, we can totally make 3 refined iron. We need to make 4. That doesn't really help us, though. Alright, so let's go down to our smelter quickly. And this is going to upgrade our magic skill quite a lot. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This down here, this down here. Our tailor, to use the proper term, right here. Tim the Tool Man. And 1, 2, 3. There we go. What does that give us? Magic plus 4, HP plus 2. Elegant robes. Well, I do say I agree with that. Now, we have some more consolidation of inventory to do. As usual, we need a fire starter, twisted or otherwise. That comes up here, this here, and we can make 11 more cooked meat. So we'll pop this down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11 there. I can't count, and we'll eat 2 of them. Healed for 1. That's about what you'd expect. Now we consolidate our potions, and that worked out fantastically. Frost Shard, I think, is amazing. I do want to use, I mean, Fireball seems really useful as well. But we only have a certain number of spaces in our quick bar, right? And I want to keep the pick in there. I can't believe we only have 1 mana potion. And mind you, we're regenning super quickly, but still. I don't think we really want to do anything else on this floor. I mean, we could use stone. Shit, is there anything we even want to do with stone? I'm choosing actively not to go with a dex build, so... I don't really know. Maybe we just want to sell stone. We could make stone armor. I guess we should keep it for now, because we're going to be picking up a lot of it, but, sure. Let's move on here. Alright, so that's a mimic, obviously. 9 damage per, little mimic bit here. Or per frost bit, I should say. Fine by me. I'll just sit back and wait for this to happen. One of these days, this will be over. There we go. And there's another mushroom, which we desperately need. Not so worried about killing pigs at this point in my life. What am I? You know, the sequel to Amnesia? Spoilers, I'm not. That looks like, you know, we could use our lightning ability to take out that bee, but I'm really digging Frost Shard. He says he's not concerned for pigs, and then he just goes and murders pigs. Well, if it's convenient for me to murder the pigs, then I'll murder the pigs, you know? Is there anything I don't need in my inventory? I mean, sadly, not really. Bone is something we don't really need. Might be better to have uncooked meat than bone. Well, we've learned our lesson there. There we go. Alright, come on, bee. I still want more cloth, so if you could find it in your heart to make it over here, that would be nice. Bad damage on my part. Shit happens, though. Alright. Another level. We're almost 100% guaranteed. Why would I try that jump? Why would I take that damage? We're almost 100% guaranteed is what I was going to say to get our next level on this floor. Unless we die, which is looking, unfortunately, like a increasingly plausible option. Because I'm an idiot. Alright. Now you cannot drop what I need you to drop. That's okay, though. We should heal. If we come across a boss, we should definitely heal. Man, so much bone. I don't need your bone. I need pelts. Otherwise, though, this is going pretty well. We're almost at the halfway point. I don't feel particularly strong, but in a weird way, I don't feel particularly weak either. Like, I just don't know how to feel about the progress that we've made so far, because I've never done a magic-focused run. Mind you, I say magic-focused, but an awful lot of my, you know, attacking seems to be with a sharp, pointy stick here. But that's okay. Oh my god. The bees every time. Okay, we need the pelt. So we'll drop the bone. We'll go straight to iron gear. And iron gear totally sounds like a transformer. My guess is he would be like an old World War II era Spitfire or something like that. We need those potions, of course. What can we drop to make room for them? We haven't needed a mana potion yet. So I don't feel too bad about that. And actually, you know what? I'll just take this one right away. Then we can pick that mana potion back up. It is, you know, inventory is becoming a problem on these, or on this magic-focused run. It's okay, we've reached the end of this level, and, well, we're not forced to go to the dungeon, but there are some fairly tricky, levels over here. I usually go purple next. Is that the Velt, or is that the caves? It's the caves, that's good, alright. So, we picked up, well, enough iron to make another piece, but... Another piece of armor, I should say, but we can't really do it, actually. And I say that... because we don't have enough cloth. Maybe, here's what I'm thinking. We can make some inventory space by selling all of our wood, because we're not using that to craft other tools yet. Not until we get a higher level of goldium, at least. So, we can make some more inventory space that way. We really haven't needed mana potions yet, so I'm gonna sell them, just to give us some extra space. I'm keeping all of the rods, just so that we have versatility. Like, if we go down to a level where enemies are obviously strong against fire or something like that, or they seem like they should be strong against fire, like the volcano, for example, then it seems like a smart idea to have, like, an ice weapon available, or a lightning weapon available. Now, that is smaller potions, which is still fine. We're up to 10 of these now, which is very good. We could make an iron tool, but we don't need to. Let's try using our fireball here. And this feels better. I don't know what we're ever going to use that stone for, but so be it. 917. You know what? That tells me we should buy a... I'm not buying a key yet. We'll buy a golden pick. And we're going to buy a golden pick because that will allow us to farm everything. Good. Alright, and we still have a lot of gold left over. Interesting run so far. 10 HP is what scares me, and I think it's justifiable. Well... Using a lot of magic power in order to cast that spell. Is it for the best? I don't know. But certainly, you know, it does allow me to kill enemies from afar. And mana seems a little bit more renewable than arrows. Whether that's correct or... Oh, that was the worst fall. Whether that's correct or not remains to be seen, but for now, that's the way it seems to me. Why am I using my bone pick? Get out of your bone pick. If I have you, I'm gonna use you. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm the biggest idiot. I could have totally gotten more gold, but I was using my bone pick instead of my gold pick. Ugh. Ugh. Me, what are you doing, me? Because I didn't mention it, but like a level ago, I was like, why? I should have gotten more gold by now. We're gonna use this Y-Honda for now. Normally, I kind of, you know, I'm considered a little bit dubious, I guess, but we'll use it here. It's pretty good. Well, you know what? Let's try this bad boy on for size. Oh! He caught me! That was surprising, in case you couldn't tell. We should heal quickly. So I don't think we killed the Broodmother with our ice shards here. Man, bow seems so much more useful. I hate to say it, but I truly believe it in my heart of hearts. that the bow seems like by far the best way to tackle things. Okay, what about this one? You and nearby allies deal bonus damage equal to your magic for 10 seconds. Let's give this a try. Oh, well, let's hit something. So, 65. That is, you know, boss killing potential for sure. I'm gonna heal up again because I'm an idiot. All right, let's pick up some more iron. We need it. I haven't been playing very well at all. Let's try to, you know, reverse that. You know, give me some credit. You know, it's a little bit of a learning experience using some new materials for once. So I think we do this, and then we just start casting fireballs like crazy. Yeah, that seems to have worked out pretty well. I don't know if that'll actually hit that bat. Nope, not at all. Well, yeah, there we go. The frost is coming for you, man. I like it. It seems way more efficient on a mana perspective, or from a mana perspective as well, than the fireball does. The fireball honestly seems kind of shitty. This Y-Honor seems pretty good though. Good. Ooh, yep, that was bad damage. That's fine though, you know, every floor you get to take a little bit as long as you can replenish. What do we have here? More bugs. Not an issue. Alright, Goldium pick. God, I can be an idiot sometimes. What do we have there? We have some string and some arrows. Man, we do not need either of those. Certainly don't need 19 spider webs either. Alright, get you. Well, there's more spider webs. I mean, we are on spider floors, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I'm just saying. Seriously, if you kill him with the pick, I think you're likely to get minerals, but it takes a little longer, so decided let's simplify it. Good dodge, and we'll just say see you later, basically. And our magic has pretty much come back. That was awful, awful damage. It seems like that's becoming a pattern, unfortunately. Oh, and we're stuck with going to, it's either the quarry or the Veldt on the next one. Can't remember. It's working pretty well, huh? Let's cast it again. Yeah, that's fine. And I would say this floor went okay. You know what? I'd like to level up before the next floor, if possible. And I think it is totally possible. There we go. Fuck you, bat. There's extra magic for us. Ooh, probably should be a little bit more hesitant about killing these. That's gonna take us to District 10, so we're gonna go to Mushroom Town, and that scares the crap out of me. We got no extra leather there. Or no extra cloth there. Well, that's just shitty, isn't it? Alright, so let's quickly eat this. Got 1 HP back, relatively okay. Well, we should eat the cooked chicken as well, or it's raw chicken. We can't eat it. No, okay, we'll sell it then. Sorry. We might as well do something with it, is what I'm getting at. We'll put the Zweihander back here. I mean, okay, here's the thing. You know, we might as well quickly go to our smelter. Blacksmith, probably, yeah. And, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, we don't need 9. We only need 6. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might as well make some stone gear quickly, you know, if we're just going to be not getting iron for a while. We might as well give ourselves as much possible HP, because we're really low on it as a magic-focused character. So, we don't have enough cloth to do what I want to do, but that's fine there. 637 doesn't really give me enough to buy anything too useful. So much iron, but I mean, I guess we should have made iron gear, but I'm saving my iron until we get more cloth. In any case, that's going to do it for part 1. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to do a little stretch here, and I'll look into how to make higher tier gems. But in any case, I hope you enjoyed the first part. If you did, make sure to pay attention to the second part. It'll be linked in the video description below. And of course, click the like button on part 1 if you enjoyed it. I'm struggling a little bit as my magic character here, but with your support, maybe I can persevere the way I did as a Dex-focused character, which would not have been possible without, you know, feedback and support from you guys. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more Magicite, but I'm sure you know that by now. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.